It is 300 Club back on SportsTownChicago.com here with Jalen and Darius. As you heard, some legendary touchdowns from the great Tom Brady in his many Super Bowls.
Thomas Brady.
What do you guys think about the GOAT retiring? And I'm assuming everybody in this room is under the same consensus that Tom Brady is the GOAT.
7 rings.
I would have to agree with that.
Yeah, okay. So I just want to make sure we don't got any, Joe Montana's the GOAT. He thinks Bill Russell's the GOAT. So,
hey.
Yeah.
Bart Starr?
Nah.
Stop.
I ain't say Bill Russell was the GOAT.
Although he said he was top 5.
Oh, yeah, I forgot you a LeBron guy.
LeBron James is the GOAT.
Anyway, speaking of an actual GOAT, Tom Brady.
Actual GOAT.
How do you guys think that the NFL will change now that Tom Brady is gone?
Yeah.
Well, we talked the other day, and I told y'all, like, Tom Brady had his first championship before y'all was born.
Yeah.
But, like, yeah, it's been an illustrious career. A lot of 7 Super Bowls, MVPs, Pro Bowls. He done it all. And the game will definitely miss him. And I think, it just, opens up the NFC just, that much more. Because, Tom Brady being on the Buccaneers, you have to, etch them into the playoff picture.
Yep.
And taking that away, that leaves a spot for the Bears.
The Bears.
The Bears?
More like the Eagles.
Yeah, well, I think it's interesting just because, if Aaron Rodgers is out of the NFC.
Yeah.
And Tom Brady's gone, there aren't a ton of big quarterbacks. You're looking at now like guys like Kyler Murray. Obviously Stafford, and then probably Dak would be in that conversation as well. So I think it's interesting. It's going to be weird next season not having Tom Brady just because I grew up. Everybody, we all grew up with Tom Brady being the guy.
Mm-hmm. Ever since I watched football, Tom Brady was playing.
Exactly. So it's kind of different where, like, some of the older guys are like, oh, well, we had back in my day, Elway, Montana, the guys in this room, we haven't had that. So it'll be interesting to see, just what the NFL looks like next year. Good thing is there's plenty of young quarterbacks coming up. You have Josh Allen, Mahomes, Burrow, Jordan Love,
Justin Herbert.
Yeah. Lamar. Can't forget about Lamar.
And all those are AFC teams.
I was just going to say, those are all in the AFC. Some of them in the same division, too. That's the crazy part.
Yeah, and even if you look at, like, last year, Mac Jones, AFC. Zach Wilson, AFC. Obviously Justin Fields, NFC guy.
Trevor Lawrence,
AFC. So, a lot of young, talented quarterbacks in the AFC. Not so much in the NFC. You see a lot of the veterans over here.
Yeah.
Justin Fields would be at the top.
Yeah, okay.
It's his for the taking.
All right, big guy.
It's his for the taking right now. Shout out Tom Brady.
Unless Aaron Rodgers decides to stay over there. Aaron Rodgers is going to see all that young talent and be like, I'll go to Tampa. Or he should just go to the Titans.
You're on that Titans thing, huh?
He's 37, 38. He's not trying to go to a rebuild situation.
I think it'll be interesting, though, just because of like how many teams are in need of a quarterback.
Yeah.
There's plenty. So Packers, Bucks, you can't. The Vikings kind of don't. Eagles, you could throw in there. Pittsburgh, Washington, New Orleans, New York, Giants, Carolina, Detroit,
Washington.
Atlanta could use a quarterback.
Yeah.
Indy, you don't really know what you have with Wentz. Tennessee, Denver, Pittsburgh, like you mentioned. Vegas might get rid of their quarterback. What about Houston, Cleveland, Miami.
That's a lot of
That's like 20 teams that could be in search of a quarterback.
Chicago.
This could be one of the crazier free agencies.
Well, one of them going to grab Deshaun Watson.
I would be surprised if Chicago, Deshaun Watson doesn't get grabbed by somebody.
It depends on what he has. I said this last offseason, trade Aaron Rodgers and Jordan Love for Deshaun Watson straight up.
I don't think that's a good trade.
Whoa there, Tiger.
I don't think that's a good trade.
But yeah, the league definitely going to be different without Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was just so monumental. Ask any non-football watcher, name one football player. Tom Brady.
Tom Brady.
Face of football.
He's been relevant for 2 decades.
Yeah, I mean, he's been the most popular quarterback for the last 2 decades.
I think it's safe to say he's probably, I wouldn't say obviously he's not the most talented football player we've ever seen, but I think it's safe to say he's probably the smartest.
Yeah, most dominant, I would say.
I mean, it's like having a head coach out there at this point.
Yeah.
Which, it'll be interesting to see. Another thing is, like, where does Brady go now? Because, like,
he goes to the Manning show.
You've seen, could you imagine that, Booth?
Oh, my goodness.
Eli, Peyton, and Tom Brady.
That's elite TV right
You'll
there.
probably see him, like, on CBS.
Well, he has a podcast now, so I think you'll see, like, he's not going to disappear. It's just he won't be as relevant.
I like to see him on, like, Sunday Night Football in the booth calling the game.
That'd be fun. Cool. Him and Tony Romo. That would be cool.
Man, Tom Brady would be a different level of Tony Romo, though. Because, like, he could, he would be correct 100% of the time. See the Tampa 2, they're going to run the tight end up the seam, and it's going to be right down the middle.
It's correct all the time. Tony just stood there like,
run to the left.
You know, and that'd be great for all the young fans out there because, you know, picking Tom Brady's brain with all the coverage on what the offense should do, you know, you can learn a lot from just tuning into the game.
Yeah. Or he could do something kind of like what Kobe did after he retired.
Yeah.
When he had like the little series when he was breaking down players, you could kind of see Tom doing something like that where he's breaking down young quarterbacks.
You definitely know he going to still stay close to the game because he was so obsessed with it. Like even when the first news broke when he was retired.
He's like, hold on, wait a minute. No. His dad had to come out and say, no, he's not retired yet.
He ain't done yet.
He got one more season left.
Give me a couple more days to think about this.
He was like, nah, I'm done.
So I don't know if everybody listening saw his retirement announcement, but he didn't mention the Patriots. He then came out later and gave him 2 sentences, but he didn't mention the Patriots. Do you think there's like bad blood there, or is it just kind of like?
I think he gonna show more love during his Hall of Fame speech.
Yeah, I think he will. But do you think a 1-day contract's coming, or?
Yeah, he gonna retire as a Patriot.
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what he's most known for. That's what he's most known for.
You wouldn't be sure about it. I mean, he played for them for 20 years.
Yeah, that's what he's most known for. I would be shocked if he doesn't retire as a Patriot.
6 Super Bowl rings, 2 decades playing with them. He definitely gonna retire as a Patriot. You know, the fan base love Tom Brady. Yeah. I know he got a falling out with Bill Belichick and all that, but you know, he's a Patriot.
Yeah,
I still look at him as a Patriot.
Yeah.